Greetings, America. YG Nyghtstorm here. Hello from Georgia. And today, I want to talk about something that happened to me in the grocery store today. And as you notice, I'm rocking my MAGA hat, my black one. But I wore my traditional red one right here, and I was at the grocery store. And for the sake of this video, I had to rock the black one, just to coordinate. And yes, I am wearing my gun-toting, Trump-supporting, Keep America Safe t-shirt because I do believe in the Second Amendment. And, I do have Ebony right here and all her friends who keep me and my family safe. And I am a firm believer of the Second Amendment. But moving forward, I gotta tell you guys about what happened to me in the grocery store while I was rocking the red MAGA. So anyway, I done did my shopping. I done bought all my sandwiches and juices and food for the week. And I'm standing in the line and I got a brother in front of me. And yeah, he had rode up on this motorcycle. It was a real cool motorcycle. But anyway, he was standing in front of me and he couldn't help but notice a 6'2", 330-pound man rocking the red MAGA. And the brother looked at me and he didn't get crazy. He didn't have Trump derangement syndrome. He didn't come at me crazy or nothing, but he looked perturbed for a while. And meanwhile, I'm just still rocking, I'm on my phone, looking at Facebook and all this stuff, waiting in line. And so he built up enough courage and he said, "Why, brother? Why are you wearing that hat? It's racist, man. It's against everything we as black people stand for. And I just cannot believe that a black man would wear that red MAGA cap." And everybody looked at us, because it was a mixed crowd and there was some white people there, some black people there. And everybody turned around to see my response. And I didn't get upset with him. I actually liked the fact that he wanted to engage in conversation. And I said, "I'm so happy that you asked me why I'm wearing this MAGA cap. Is because, yes, you're right, it's symbolic. It's symbolic of American exceptionalism. And let me tell you why." And I said, many years ago, when I was 26 years old, I was actually homeless and sleeping on the streets. I was forgotten by everybody. I was alone. I was robbed. I was beat up and literally urinated on. I had nothing, man. And I started to work and I was determined to change my circumstances. So I prayed and, I sought out Christ and I prayed. I said, "Father, give me the energy and the passion to change my life because I want things better. I'm tired of being homeless." I'll explain on another video why I was homeless way back then, 26 years ago when I was a very young man. But let's just talk about now. So anyway, I was homeless and I prayed, and by hard work and also the support of a lot of people, fellow American citizens, black, white, Jew, Gentile, everything, I was able to overcome that situation. But as I was going, I remember when I was young and I was getting food stamps. And there's nothing wrong with getting food stamps if you need it. But I was getting food stamps because I told you I had just got through from being homeless. I had elevated from sleeping on the streets to sleeping in a crack house. Then the dope boy whose crack house I was sleeping in, he got arrested. And then I had to find another place and I worked and I had like 3 or 4 jobs, working. I elevated from the crack house to a house that had rats and roaches in it. Then I elevated to an apartment who just had roaches in it. Then I elevated to an apartment who just had mold. And then I elevated and kept on going. And then finally, years later, after having 7 wonderful children, being a dad, I finally found my American dream through hard work, patience, persistence, and the grace of God and the support of Americans. I said, this spirit of American exceptionalism is what make America great is all about. And the greatest thing to happen to me financially, not when I first started making big money, but the day the government told me that I made too much money for food stamps. They said, YG, you got all these jobs, you're making so much money, you do not qualify to be on food stamps anymore, so you have to get off. And they said, now if you was to quit some of your jobs and just keep one job, you'll still be able to keep your benefits. And I started crying. And like I said, this was many, many years ago. I was a young man, I started crying. And the young lady who was working with me, my worker, she said, don't worry, if you just quit these jobs, you can still qualify. And I said, ma'am, you're mistaken. These are not tears of sadness. They're tears of joy because I no longer am dependent on you to feed me. The spirit of American exceptionalism, pushing past your adversities to become the greatest version of yourself through the grace of God, through hard work, and the support of many other American citizens, black, white, Jew, Gentile, everything in between. This is what makes America great. And this is what Trump is talking about. And I'm so happy you asked me that. And that's why I was rocking the red MAGA, because of what it represents. And so he didn't really have a comeback for it. He was like, all right, bro, all right, man, you know, I'm getting my groceries and I'm moving forward. Of course, he didn't, like I said, he didn't argue with me, but it gave the chance of civil discourse. He didn't agree with what I had on, and that's fine. That's why America is the greatest country in the world. We can agree to disagree. We don't have to like the same things. But if he wanted to continue to be a liberal, that's fine. I was a liberal for a long time. I have nothing against liberals. I'm not saying that they're evil. It's just I decided to walk away from it because I feel that I don't need to attach myself to a philosophy of that it's always poor me, that I'm always the victim, that I always need the government to take care of me and my family when God has given me two very big, powerful arms and legs and a beating heart in my chest where I can go out and work and do the things I have to do to better myself financially, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. Man, America is the greatest country on earth. Yes, we have issues and problems that need fixing, but I've traveled around this world as a speaker, and there is no greater place with the best opportunities to become the greatest version of yourself. And there's nothing stopping you but you. This right here is your greatest mind, your greatest muscle, and use it to amplify who you are. Free yourself. Because guess what? The American dream is beautiful, ladies and gentlemen. And I love being a conservative. I love being a Republican. And this message is for everybody, Democrats, Republicans, liberals, conservatives, independents alike. It's nothing wrong with loving America. It's nothing wrong with being patriotic. It's nothing wrong for standing up for the principles of what this hat represents truly. So let's get past all the harshness and the anger, and let's come together, because it's going to take all of us to make America great for more of us. So I'm YG Nyghtstorm. Subscribe, like the video, subscribe to my channel, check me out on nyghtstorm.com. And you know, I'm interested in reading the comments. Let's keep it civil. But let's move forward as an American family, as brothers and sisters, continuing to motivate each other to become our greatest selves, because making America great starts with me and it starts with you. So God bless you. I love you. And I'll see you next time. And like I said, I'm gonna rock the red, I'm gonna rock the black, and let's just keep it going, man. God bless everybody. Mwah. Love you, America. Bye.